Hi guys, it's Pascal again. So in today's video, I'm just gonna be going through some, as you can see, I've got on the chart here, some questions I've been getting almost all the time. A lot of people ask, when they want to start a business online, the first question is asked there, how much, what do I need to do to make X amount of money online? What do I need to do? What kind of products will I sell? What kind of items would I have? What kind of, do I need to do videos? Do I need to do blogs? They have all these sorts of questions and they just don't understand what they need to do right where they are in order to move them closer to the next step. So that's the essence of this video. I just want to give you a brief overview of what I've experienced. I don't like I tell you guys, anything I do or anything I share with you is something I have done. So because if I haven't done it, I wouldn't know how to get it. So in this instance, we're gonna go for a goal of $8,000. I've gone past 10,000, actually 17,000, but I just want to keep it simple, so that if you're starting out, you can have a pretty decent thing to aim for, and that will get you rolling. Now, the reason I've gone for 8,000 is usually around the amount of people that really, when they're starting out, the first goal is usually to replace your income. So that, to get that out of the way, so that if you can make $8,000 online every single month, then you will now quit your job and focus on your online business and build multiple streams of income. Because the idea is, if you can do one, even if it takes you a year to do it, you learn, you'll be quicker. Maybe another one, you do another one, another one, and within a short, maybe 5 years, 10 years, you must have built this portfolio of income streams. So I'm just gonna walk you through how I look at it, because when you're starting out, you are usually here and this is the goal, but you can't figure out the steps when you're in this space. You don't know what you need in order to produce this income. So we kind of start from the back and reverse engineer. So the goal is $8,000, like we know. So for you to produce $8,000, now how do I know this? Maybe because you don't know it. There's something Tony Robbins said. He said, if you're going somewhere you've not been before, you need to find someone who has been on that path to train you. So most of the conversions I'll be talking about and all these numbers is based on my figures and most of my mentors. So so the goal is 8,000. So what do we need to do to get $8,000? We need at least 20 people to visit our 20 leads a day. Leads, I'll go into details in explaining this. 20 leads a day is simply people that opt into your website, and you really enter their names and email, and they go to check out the product that you're promoting and you're offering, to see if it's something that they want to buy, or maybe they want to purchase in some later time in the future. Now, there has been some conversion rates. Everybody's conversion rate is going to be different. This is where nobody can tell you this is the exact conversion rate that you're going to be working with. But as you start building the business, you will begin to learn a few things in terms of conversion. Conversion is simply, let me say we got 20 leads every day. So in a month, it's 600 people that opted in to check out that product. So out of that 600 people, if you're converting at 5%, that means 30 people bought the product. So in that instance, so that will produce this income for you. And you can also build, don't forget, you can also build passive income from this sort of structure. It depends on the product that you are selling upfront in your market. So I'm not going to go into that because that's going to confuse you. Now, for you to generate 20 leads every single day to produce this outcome, you will need a few things in the business. This is autoresponders and this is email lists. They go hand in hand. Now, autoresponders are the things that, let's say for instance, you go to Amazon or you go to any shop, Zara or Harrods, just online, and you make a purchase. Immediately you submit, you put in your credit card details and you pay, and it processes. You receive an automatic email receipt straight away. It literally takes seconds to arrive in your inbox. That's done by this autoresponder. So that's to tell you, if you're gonna go into online business, this is a must, and it costs money. It's usually about $19 a month or $130. It depends on the size of your email list as well sometimes, because mine now I think I pay about $50 every month. So that's something that you have to consider as a cost in terms of going into business, because you're not gonna have all these people visiting your website without having any way to control or manage things, because in online business we don't do things physical, we let systems do the heavy lifting. That's what they talk about. So in terms of email list, you will notice that some people that visit your website, they don't take yourself for instance. It's not every time you go to a shop that you make a purchase. Sometimes it might take you a couple of days, a week, sometimes months. I've seen someone that this shocked me. So when I was learning in 2017, one of the links I sent out, then when I was testing this whole process in online marketing thing, someone that subscribed to my list, that was last year, came this year and bought the product I was referring to. So that's the power of email marketing. So it can go as long as, I don't know how long. Some people delete them. Some people feel if the emails are not responsive, they delete them. But I see that most of mine are good, because I attract people that are really genuine. They're not just tire kickers, people that really want to make a shift or make a difference in their life. So that's where so with your email marketing, you can never really tell the conversions, but it helps you in conversions in terms of goals. So this might take a little while for you to actually get going, but these are like things you do later on in the business. This is because don't forget, we are drilling this down to day one. What are you supposed to be focusing your energy on, rather than thinking of making money on 8,000 this next month or next month? What is it that you need to do today that will lead you towards this goal? Now, if you look at this, you will see that there is a website here. I have profitable campaigns, and I have videos and blogs. Now, there's a way these things are structured this way, because if you are going to do business online in today, 2018, it is 99% of the time you will need a website, because you're going to be doing business with people like Google. You're going to be doing business with people like Facebook, Bing, Pinterest, all these social media platforms. They now require that you have, majority of them require that you have not just a website, a compliant website where you have your full address, name and details, everything published there, so that they can actually visit you. The people that are visiting your website know that you're a credible and legitimate person to do business with. So that's why most of the scam these days have been reduced so drastically since they started implementing all these policies. So that's one thing. So if you're gonna start out, remember that this is just one of the things that you'll be doing in your early stages. Then you have to figure out whether you're gonna be doing videos or blogs. I do both. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that you have to find the type of product that you're promoting. Does it require you to do more videos like I'm doing now? Or the type of products that you're promoting, does it require to write more blogs? You write more blogs. It all depends on the niche and the type of product. Remember, you do things. Remember, the products, you're not going to be promoting books that's going to give you this. So, although some will give you much more, it depends on your strategy. Again, I'm just telling you what I do. So in profitable campaigns, what I put this here is, most times what we do is when you start out and they tell you have to start advertising, and a lot of people will struggle with that. I struggle with it. It's not that I struggle with it. I couldn't figure out why you have to advertise. And most people don't hammer on this. But the reason you have to do it in today's world is, when you have a website, you have a video blog, a video and a blog, and you notice nobody is visiting your website, it will take you a while. Usually it's about 90 days to a year for you to begin to get traction, and you have to be posting content on your YouTube channel every day, sending people to your website. Maybe you put links in description, or you put links in your blogs. that'll be sending people to your website, maybe to the offer, because the offer you're going to be doing maybe might be on your website or something else. So these are the things that you have to. So once you don't have that marketing budget, you're in for a longer game. But people that do paid advertising, I never thought I would do paid advertising. I started paid advertising with $300 a month. That's about $10 a month. So but the reason paid advertising is so powerful is that it's just like ordering stuff online. When you all tell Google or Facebook or Bing, please send me this type of people to my offer, and within minutes they will just start sending traffic straight down there to your website, and that will quickly give you these conversions, and you will start knowing it speeds up things. It's not that it's a best strategy, but you need training in order to do it. Don't try to do this on your own. You will lose a whole lot of money. Because I don't say I didn't warn you. So, but the reason, if you're doing paid advertising, that's profitable campaigns, you know what is called sales funnels. You will notice a lot of people will be telling you the money is in the list or it's in the funnel. Now, a lot of people still in today's age think that most of the products are sold on the website. No, most of the money is made in the funnel, not on the website. And that's why when you spend a whole lot of time concentrating building a fancy website so that people can look at it, that is not where the money is made. The money is made in the funnel, and that's where you need to have a conversion rate. That's where your conversion comes into play, because this will help you in terms of the people that are coming through your website, going through your funnel, and you monitor the conversions you are getting in order to produce that outcome. So for this I just use this because this is typical model to a product I promote. So that's that. So the other thing that most people don't talk about is, because when you're starting out, you're like fresh, no experience, you're in a full-time job, you have kids, you have family. So now when you come to an offer or a training where they're saying you need to start a business online or you need to do something, you want to start, and they tell you pay some money for hosting your website, and you will say why. You wouldn't understand why you want to do that. Maybe you will have an inkling, but because you don't understand this whole system that has to be in place, you will go and see if you can host a website for free on YouTube. You check that one out, someone will tell you host your website for free. You jump in there, follow that person, then you figure out after like 1 day of building or 1 month of building your website, along the line you find out you might need autoresponders, and that person that told you need a website didn't tell you about autoresponders. You start googling another person, autoresponders, how to link that. Once you start getting, what I mean autoresponders, like Aweber, Hesgoto, and what's it called again? I forgot the last one. So once you start, they tell you need money you need to pay for that. You don't want you already worked in 1 month in the business and you haven't seen any result, and you feel like you don't need to spend more money. It becomes frustrating. Maybe you try again and you pay for that one. You start juggling the whole thing. They tell you need training on your videos. You need a course. You need people to train you on how to shoot videos, how to write a script, how to do that. You be like, you start googling that again, because these are the things I was doing for 7 years, and I got $0. So sometimes it's good to experience things. It teaches you a whole lot of lesson. And when you're operating in that state, you're operating in a scarcity mindset, because you're holding the money you have that is sitting maybe in your bank account, and you're not letting go because you believe that it's gonna finish. That's why you don't want to spend it on yourself, because that's why they say the best investment you can make is on yourself. So when you spend those, because when you go to school, they only give you a certificate. But they don't give you anything tangible. Everything that's just to qualify that you've been through the school. But at the end of the day, whatever you're coming out of that school is in your mind. is in your head. So it's the same thing with this. There is no certificate, but they do have the program I promote. They do have their own course certificates, but you have to understand that there's no tangible thing that you're gonna come out of with. So that's why they call it NY You Learn. So it's powerful. And the reason why most people don't do this is they don't know why they don't go through this pain in order. Because if you look at this is all intellect. These are structures. They are all linked to each other. But if you're doing just one, some people might tell you go to Amazon, register as a free affiliate, which is true, and you start taking the links and start putting it on your website. Maybe you don't have a website. You will notice that, or you put it on there, you create a YouTube channel, free YouTube channel, and start growing it that way. Yes, it works, but who has actually showed you that I got results doing that? But that will begin to give you the walking path towards this whole structure. Because if you do it often enough, it shows that you are in the space and you're beginning to learn. But you find out that you're just like holding back on money again. It's money. Everything is money. Sometimes you have to understand. I have to be blunt with you guys. So it's not that you're gonna spend the whole money once. No, it's stages and you're not giving it to one person here. It's more like different companies have different all these things, but some of them work together with each other. It's like your iPhone. Some of the apps that work on iPhone don't work on Android. It's the same thing with websites. Some of the things that all these products might not be working together. You have to find the ones that are compatible to each other. So that's the long and short of the story. So if you want to generate, whilst we get to this point, how to get $8,000 is very simple. You will need a website, you will need a vlog, you will need profitable campaigns, you will need to grow an email list, you will need to have an autoresponder. This will now engineer to the path that you start generating 20 leads a day. Then you work on your conversions and produce the outcome based on the product that you're promoting at the front end. So that is how this whole thing works. Now, most people don't do this because they don't know why they're doing it. If you tell them you need a campaign or you need money to do this, host your website, you need money to buy email lists, or they're asking you how much can I make, they don't know why they need a business in the first place. So that's the more reason they are setting themselves up for failure. Because if you know why you're doing it, you will be calm down, heads up, and move. If it's website that you need to do, what I normally tell people, to be honest, is this is the hardest bit. Your website, you don't need the campaigns and autoresponders, but this is the hardest bit. If you can learn how to do this, and this usually takes about 3 months to do this part here, to set it up. Because I'm saying 3 months, if you don't have any job, if you're like full-time, no family, no commitments, no anything, it might take you a month to set up. But if you have family, you have a full-time job, you have kids, you're doing school run, all those things, just like me, it might take you longer, which is okay. It doesn't. That's why I said, if you know why you're doing it, for your family, for your children, because you're building your business, you're not just trying to make a side income. This is a proper business. If you know why you're doing it, then you will take the time to build it properly and spend the amount of money that is required, and you learn in the process, and it helps with the relationship with your partner as well. If you do this with your wife, and if you notice, when I started, I was arguing with my wife, but when I started this whole journey, she started saying that there is future in online business, so we started working together in the business, and today our relationship is a lot better than it used to be. So I hope we wish you the same. It's not a blueprint that this fixes the relationship. It's just something I found out that really helps out in terms of communication in the relationship, rather than asking all the time, where are the kids, have they eaten, what are we having for lunch? You can be asking, I have this idea, let's implement it in the business. So it's just that straightforward. So I would say, most people ask you, what's the timeline to achieve this result? I would normally say, give yourself, this is like a 12-month plan. I don't know, anybody can tell you they broke even in 6 months. It's possible, depending on how aggressive you are here in your campaigns. But if you're going like normal pace, give yourself a 12-month plan. You can be able to produce that, provided that you're in the right environment. And don't forget, you will need training on all these things, and this is why I host my webinar every week, every Saturday. It's not recorded, it's live. We interact with each other. We are so many of us online entrepreneurs building the businesses. So it's where we come and answer questions. We help people in building websites, conversions, all that. We just bounce off each other. There's nothing, because we are in different niches, but it's all similar. So we bounce off each other in ideas. So that's where it's powerful. So if you want to join us, there'll be a link in the description. Just click on it. It will take you to my website where you can begin to access some of the free trainings and check it out if it's for you. And if it's not for you, there's no harm. You can unsubscribe at any time. There's no worries. And we're still here. We wait for you to go and come back. All right. So take care, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.